recently I contracted COVID-19. It all started with exposure, so I communicated that to the university. I went into quarantine, and soon enough, 3 days later, I started getting some symptoms. During the first week, it was like a tough flu, and hard to get out of bed, but I still was able to keep up with my classes and my work at home. By the second week, it was hardly impossible to do much. Concentration was very difficult, so I was only able to answer some emails and just be there. What surprised me about this illness is that you don't see a progression. I mean, one day you feel good and you think, okay, I'm done. But then a few hours later, you feel really bad again. So in my case, COVID was followed by pneumonia, which extended my recovery. A little later, I was able to get back to my office about 4 weeks later after I went into quarantine. Still not feeling completely good anyway. And it took me a couple of weeks more to get to have a sense that I have actually recovered. During all that time, it was extremely important for me. First, the interaction with human resources. It was very easy. In those times, you don't really need to be worried about complicated paperwork or making cases or anything. I was just informed of the day I was supposed to return. I was contacted at that time, so I had to inform that I was still ill, so they just extended the quarantine time or the isolation time at that time until I felt better. As I said initially, I was able to keep up with my duties, but when it was obvious that I was not able to, my colleagues in my department really kicked in and started helping out. They took my classes, they helped me with my classes. Some of the more urgent stuff that I have to deal with as a program chair and other things were taken over by the physics office and my director. So it was extremely reassuring to know that things were taken care of. So that was very, very important to me. Really, it's a minor inconvenience. I teach with the mask on. Sometimes, as soon as I came back, I have to hide behind the glass and take it off a little bit because my breathing was a little hard. But yeah, I teach with my mask. I'd rather don't. But I can talk for 2 hours and with the mask, and it's not really a big imposition considering the benefits that it can have.